what you focus on grows, okay? And I just had a conversation with one of my students about this exact topic and how it can really relate to your English learning as well. Have you ever had a situation where maybe there's a car that you want, right? And then you start seeing it everywhere. This really happens in life too. And my student gave this example too of having this belief that they were really unlucky. So because they believed that they were unlucky things would happen to them all the time. And then one day they decided, what if I start telling myself that I'm actually lucky instead? And then they started experiencing situations that were lucky, right? So the reality is all these things exist, but it's about what we're choosing to focus on. And ages ago, I heard this tip where it's like, whatever you're wanting to feel or experience more of in your life, you have to start to look for evidence of where that already exists, right? So a lot of people, if you want more money, what you're really looking for is abundance, freedom, right? So when you start paying attention to your life in all of the areas where you actually do have abundance, it could be an abundance of air that you breathe. It could be an abundance of water in the shower. It could be an abundance of health, right? If your health is in great shape. And the more that you can pay attention to everywhere that you're abundant, right? Every time you can buy a coffee, every time your bills are paid, every time you can buy yourself a new item of clothing. This is just abundance all around you, right? You're sitting in money with your house and how much everything is worth. Like, we are surrounded by abundance and money all the time, right? When you start paying attention to that, your frequency raises and you become a match for more of that in your life, right? The same thing, I think, with confidence, because so many of my students, when they're struggling with their English, a lot of it comes down to certain confidence and self-belief issues. So if you feel internally not good enough, not confident, you're going to become that energetic match, right? And more things are going to reflect back to you that say to you, you're not confident. Pay attention to the micro moments in your life of where you are confident. Every time you can do things confidently and competently, take note of that. Really start every day acknowledging these things. And then you start to feel more confidence. You start to believe in yourself. You start to prove to yourself that you can learn things and you can do things, right? The first day at your job, you didn't know what you were doing. One day making a coffee, you didn't even know what you were doing, right? But you learn it and then it becomes easy. The same can be said for English learning, right? Eventually, it will get easier. Eventually, these things start to become habit. And once you have that mindset, it's all going to fall into place a lot more easily.